Every moment of every day, countless data interactions take place. Information transmitted between humans and machines, and also between machines. A cacophony of noise, randomness, chaos. Enter Bitcoin as a global public ledger. Bitcoin is capable of not only recording all of these interactions of data transfer, but also doing so in a chronological, time-stamped order, providing us with an auditable, immutable trail of evidence. Bitcoin brings order and transparency to the chaos. An example of this is how Bitcoin can address one of the greatest downfalls of fiat currency, the murkiness of the fractional reserve system. The issue here isn't the debt issuance itself, but the fact that it's happening behind closed doors. Do commercial banks uphold reserve ratio as mandated by their central bank? All we've got to judge by is their annual reports and the word of their easily corruptible auditors. Beyond that, we simply don't know. If fiat currencies were tokenized on top of Bitcoin, meaning that each pound in a bank's vault was recorded on the Bitcoin ledger, the fractional reserve system will be auditable by all in real time. This mechanism of provable solvency would be a huge boost to the individual's financial sovereignty. More than that, it also creates a lucrative opportunity for a new generation of banking institutions, ones that are built on the pillars of transparency and accountability. Another powerful application of tokenization is to allow us to break down the smallest denomination of fiat currency, i.e. a penny or a cent, to the 8th decimal place. When payments of a fraction of a penny or cent become possible, we gain the potential to charge for services in any unit of time, from an hour right down to a millisecond. The true promise of payments on the internet, for the first time ever, being able to be delivered, which is micropayments. So let's consider distributed computation as well as an example, right? As a use case, it's a great use case. Currently, access to supercomputer computational processing is restricted by prohibitive contracts that are charged in the region of, say, $2,000 per hour. This naturally limits access to the general public. Now, if we imagine a supercomputer with a Bitcoin payment API, the service could be billed in the second increments. So not $2,000 per hour, how about 56 cents per second? Or even milliseconds by 0.00056 cents per millisecond. By offering payment contracts in such small denominations and little clusters and pockets of time, we unlock the world of computational power to a much larger and broader user base. This intelligence becomes accessible and curatable to anyone within the Bitcoin network who wishes to query the API. Perhaps a university student writing a dissertation on supercomputing who wants to validate a theory but can't afford the bloated contracts or payment arrangements. I mean, what university student can afford to pay $2,000 per hour to validate a theory? Well, with the Bitcoin payment API, he can pay for the necessary computation by the second or by the minute. and complete his thesis. This example illustrates how Bitcoin harmonizes the relationship between time and money, the two critical pillars of the modern human condition. And this is the world that we are looking to build with Bitstocks and with our banking ecosystem called Gravity, to bring to the fore the technology that enables a world of equal access, a world of options, a world of choice, where technology works for humanity. It becomes an extension of the human experience, not tech that works against us. A world where people are empowered to make decisions from a place of sovereignty. And Bitcoin plays a critical role in this world. It is the unifier and the purifier of technology. As all in life is governed by time, time represents order. And Bitcoin is the keeper of time with limitless capacity. It is the digital recreation of the Akashic records, where all is known and retrievable and human evolution can be audited. Bitcoin is far beyond a pure monetary application. At its core is planetary memory, and therefore capable of eradicating distortions and the manipulations. It switches the lights on. And this is what we aim to deliver to humanity.